Happy lunch hour, gang. All right, well, it seems I struck a nerve this morning. Cannot tell you how many emails I have gotten this morning of people who have shared similar experiences to the story that I told you guys about this morning. And these are all coming from you guys, okay? From the story of a lady who was leaving for work and there was some illegal sitting down at the end of her driveway. She had her head on a swivel, made sure she knew what was going on, got back in the house, locked the doors, called the cops. The cops ran him off. Cop says, oh, the guy didn't speak any English. Yeah, okay, there are some Americans that don't speak English, but most of them have a pretty good idea what the concept of private property is, okay? From the stories of somebody telling me about people going up and down the street, ringing the doorbell, asking for food. Gee, and we're normal, in quotes, times right now. I mean, imagine somebody knocking on your door and saying, hi, not can I borrow a cup of sugar because I'm baking cookies, but hi, I'm hungry, can I have some food? From somebody telling me that they had a group of Hispanics come up and ask for a good deal on some chickens that they had in the barn because they didn't have any money, yet they're wearing new clothes, driving a new car, and wearing nice jewelry. But they want a deal on chickens. From somebody who said their doorbell cam caught fake UPS drivers, which we've all heard. I mean, these are you guys telling me this, and this is coming from all around the country, not in just some of these strange spaces. I had a similar situation myself about, a week ago, and it turned out to be nothing, but at the beginning of our street, there's a gate, okay? It's a private drive going all the way up the mountain, and all of a sudden, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and somebody rings the doorbell. Okay, I go look, and there's a guy standing there on my porch. My porch is raised. You got to walk up steps to get to it. And there's a second guy standing down at the bottom of the steps. Okay, that right there is enough to throw me off a little bit. Can I help you? Yeah, can we get the gate code? No, there's a gate there for a reason, dude. If you don't have the code, no. And he goes, we're with the electric company. We need to come up and check the lines. And as I told him, I said, if you're with the electric company, you should have the gate code. I said, if you don't, call the main office, right? And I am the main office. I'm like, I don't care. And, of course, he comes up, you want to see ID? I don't care. Anybody can go get a t-shirt that says Amazon or UPS or the local electric company or whatever printed up. I mean, that takes nothing, right? To make a fake ID, like I'm going to know the difference between what a real electric company ID looks like and what a fake one looks like, right? I mean, be honest with yourself. If I showed you a fake Tennessee driver's license and you live in Idaho, would you know it was real or fake? Do you know what a Tennessee driver's license looks like? Seriously, okay? Giving you this. You don't know what the real one looks like. It's a flash a badge. I'm a cop. Do you know what the local sheriff's badge looks like or the local PD badge looks like? Probably not. The whole point here is this is happening. The criminals know how to do this stuff. You think that MS-13 or this Venezuelan gang or anybody doesn't know how to gain your trust, how to con you into doing something? I mean, there's plenty of videos. You crack the door open and they shove the door open. This is it. People don't like ring doorbells. And I agree because, they can be hacked or whatever. They can be people watching you. Do you want, you're out mowing the lawn. Do you want somebody hacking into your doorbell and can see what's going on? All right, I get the negatives, but the positives are also good too because you can talk to somebody through them, okay? Under no circumstances should you ever, I repeat, ever open the door for somebody who you do not recognize. Now, if it's your kid coming home from college or your next door neighbor coming over to return the hoe that he borrowed or something, sure. But if it's a stranger, no. We teach our kids stranger danger. Remember this? And then all of a sudden at like 18, somebody waves this magic wand over us, go, you don't have to worry about strangers anymore, right? Yeah. Tell that to Lake and Riley, or tell that to anybody else who wasn't completely paying attention. Maybe they were running around with their head, earbuds in, listening to music, or, figuring, hey, I'm in a safe spot. There is no safe place at this point. People need to understand that. It is dangerous on your driveway, at your front door, mowing the lawn. I can't drive this point home to people enough. You have no idea what these people are capable of. They are trying to kidnap you, kidnap your kids, rape you or your wife or your daughter. They are trying to steal from you. You think it's all they want to go after is TVs and laptops and stuff like that. No, they'll take anything they can get with value. I was at a pawn shop the other day. There was a guy that came in with a Samsung, or actually it was a Motorola phone, a Galaxy S7. How old? That thing's got to be 5 years old at this point. Trying to sell that. Who sells their phone to a pawn shop? Think about it. And I'm looking at this, I'm going, 90% chance that's stolen, right? It doesn't take much. Your car's unlocked, your phone's in it. When you come back to your car, your phone's gone, okay? They're looking for anything. Criminals seek opportunity. If they see it's just a woman home alone, that's a target. They see it's just the kids playing in the yard with no supervision, that's a target. It's pretty bad. When I was a kid, 10 years old tops, we'd go riding our bikes miles away from home, and it was just the kids. Now I wouldn't leave a 10-year-old out to play in my front yard without supervision. This is where we've gotten. This is how crazy this is. And the police aren't going to be able to help. They don't. That's the thing. You can't press charges. They're not interested in writing them. They'll just tell the guy to move along, and so he goes down 3 houses and starts casing out that place. That's it. One of y'all sent me a link to a guy's Facebook page, and I'll post that underneath the video. You can go look at it. This guy lives up on the New York-Canada border, okay? So I don't know exactly where, if it's, somewhere near Buffalo or, further east. But this gentleman, I believe he was 70 years old, films every night all the migrants walking down the street past his house in the middle of the night, and he posts it every couple of days. Here come more, here come more, here come more. I'm sorry, upstanding citizens don't move around in secrecy under the cover of darkness. We've talked many times about having security on your property, whether you have cameras, whether you have alarms. I've shown you how to make tripwire alarms. You can't make traps. That's illegal at this point, okay? But you can have motion sensors. You can have cameras with alerts that will wake you up if there's activity. There are ones out there too that can differentiate between leaves blowing or deer running through. God knows it's that time of year. I got deer in my yard every day. And people. even if it's not a full-blown EMP, nuclear war, Armageddon, Mad Max, SHTF event, we need to protect ourselves. I would highly encourage everybody, they ain't that expensive, to get security lights. Mrs. P got me some for Christmas. I think we got three more solar powered security lights. It was like $50. Okay. Nothing terrible. Good prep. Okay. You can buy and or make alarms that will, audio alarms. I'm not talking the ones that shoot off shotgun shells. I've shown you guys how to make the ones that have a very loud siren sound to it if somebody comes into your yard. Okay, granted, if you've got 200 acres, that might be a little difficult. Okay. But if you've got your half acre, 1 acre property, you know where the points of the main entry are going to be. You put things there because that's where people are going to come in. Chances are they're not sneaking in through the back door. They're walking up the street and coming up the driveway. Okay. Paying attention to this. Again, it goes back to do not go anywhere without your sidearm on your hip. Don't go to the bathroom. Don't go get the newspaper. Don't go get the mail. Don't go out to the garage because you have no idea who's around that corner that you're coming up on. Pinball out.